I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab.
You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.
Exactly.
The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab.
Is it recording? Okay. We had a minor setback last week. Oh. And but that's okay. That's okay. And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. All hail the Mad Scientist Lab. All right. Welcome to episode 78 of the said Mad Scientist Lab podcast. As always, it is I, RJ, the pizza guy, along with Jared, the visual mad scientist. And as I'm sure you all saw last week and heard, Greg will not be here for some time. We love you, Greg, and we miss you.
If ever.
He'll be back. Maybe.
Get back soon, Greg.
Yeah, we have. Oh, and that voice you hear, again, is our good friend Shawn, who loves us enough to come over and make this special for us. And that's yeah. Well, you're welcome. You're welcome. So as the show was starting, we were talking about ties, and I've confessed that I have not worn a tie since high school, and I don't know how to tie a tie.
It's fucking terrible.
I don't know how to tie a tie.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's hard.
We should have him, I mean, maybe not today, but there should be an episode where he tries to tie a tie on the show.
Oh, shit. Well, shit. I could have bought a tie because I have one at the house. Right.
Well, you have a much, well, actually, no. My job is pretty upstanding now.
Upstanding?
Yeah.
Are you saying the pizza
I don't
business
have
is
to
not
wear it.
upstanding?
No, it's not. No, it is. It's just.
Yeah, you don't wear a tie at the pizzeria. Yeah, that's
nah,
for
man.
sure.
No, you just get that tie all dusty.
Looks stupid. Get flour all over it.
Dude, I still have my boots, my work boots with all the fucking flour and dough on them.
Oh, man.
And yeah, I think I'm going to keep them forever.
Yeah, Johnny uses so much flour, it just looks like a cocaine party in there or something. Like,
oh my God.
Gets all over my shoes. And then I got to try not to walk on the rug because then it's going to get all over the rug. Like, well, and then he tells me, "Oh, clean this up." I'm like, "Yeah, I wonder where this came from." But he owns the place, so
yeah. What are you gonna do? He actually came to my job the other day and dropped off some pizzas to one of my coworkers.
Yeah, he does. He hooks it up for the businesses, that he works with,
and they were delicious, by the way. There was
delicioso.
Yeah, we had the barbecue chicken one with the ranch. We had the buffalo, same style. There was, I guess, a supreme. And then there was a meat lovers. Meatitarian, yeah, okay. Super bomb.
So you enjoyed a lot of meat.
I did.
Was the sausage your favorite?
It was part of it. It's just two big slices.
Whoa.
And,
I didn't like where that was going.
Two big meatballs.
Well, you know what? We're already on the track to do so. So it's all right.
Off track.
It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. But anyway, but they were great. Like I told you earlier.
Man, you sent her in here with them titties. What you expect?
That was the wrong one.
No, thank God. Well, yes, we like boobs here at the Mad Scientist Lab. Anyway, no, but I told you.
I got news for you.
Oh, there it is.
That means you're gay.
Okay. So I'm probably going to order some pizzas later because I can't help myself sometimes.
I don't blame.
But enough of that.
Thank you for the free advertising there.
Yeah, you're very welcome. It's because you have come over and given us free advertisement. And speaking of advertisement, I know you're advertising your good pal Tom Brady.
Tom Brady
winning his seventh Super Bowl. I can't believe that. Well, it's not that I can't believe that. It's like,
no, I get it. It's like I can't believe it, but I totally can. Yeah.
It's dude, come on, man. I've prided myself for years having 6 championships within my organization. Tom Brady has 7 by himself.
But at least he did it with a different team, so the Patriots are still tied with the Steelers.
But
so
he got 6, but he got 6 of those with one team.
Yeah.
He's the greatest franchise ever, basically.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not doubting that as much as it pains me to say that.
Speaking of that, hold on. I don't know if it was you. I think it was you. You said that he's the greatest athlete of all time.
That's what I think.
That's
At least if we're limiting to American team sports.
He's the greatest.
I don't mean
team
athlete
sport player.
I don't mean athlete in the sense of most athletic. I just mean the player. Obviously Tom Brady
of a team sport.
He's not. Yeah, he's not. technically a superb athlete. Yes, but just best player. Yeah,
I was about to say.
I get it. Yeah.
No, well, I mean, I think it's kind of hard to
put
argue.
him above Michael Jordan now with the 7th championship.
Ooh, that's
and I love Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, I don't know anybody. Well, I know a few people that, as we got older, they don't like him because they think he's a horrible human being. And it, I don't know, man. That would stir the pot. That would stir the pot. The Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, but then who was it? I saw the Bill Russell, dude, has what?
11
championships.
Yeah.
So it's kind of okay. So without a doubt, Tom Brady is going to go down as the best quarterback of all time. Like, there's
that's over.
Yeah, that's definitely over. I think
that's been over, honestly.
Well, it has, but I think this really does solidify him going to another team.
Yeah, nobody can come up with anything to say.
Yeah, that you just can't. And I am, as the young people like to say, hater. But I think, if anything, if I had to be honest, it's not that I dislike him. I just dislike that he, was always kicking my team's ass. And not always,
maybe
but
your team should have been better.
Well, dude, you got Bill Belichick. I mean, you got one of probably the greatest mind in football.
And we can't say anymore that it's Bill Belichick's system because you removed him from it.
Yeah, Tom Brady definitely not a system quarterback. He went to a different system. He took part of his system with him. And I'm not trying to discredit Belichick because I still think he's the best football coach of all time. But
he is. No, there's no doubt he is.
But I think people for a long time tried to say, oh, it's a lot more Belichick than it is Brady. A lot of quarterbacks could have won those Super Bowls with Bill Belichick. And I think there's no way you can say that anymore.
I mean, I was one of those people who said it back in the day.
Right.
But you just can't deny that the motherfucker's
he's great.
Football IQ is ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's
so smart.
And the thing that kind of, I guess, disappointed me about the game Sunday was it wasn't what I guess we expected it to be.
Nobody expected. They didn't even score a touchdown.
Yeah, you're talking about one of the most high-powered offenses
of all time.
Ever. And they kicked 3 field goals.
Yeah, the streaker got in the end zone. At least he scored. Gronk said they should have signed him.
He fucking juked like 2 or 3 motherfuckers before he got. And then he didn't even really get tackled. That one cop missed the tackle.
He should have challenged on instant replay.
Yeah, no bullshit. And you know what's crazy? That guy bet on him. So and he won like what,
375,000. But now they're canceling his winnings. They're taking it away from him.
Why?
Oh, that's bullshit.
Well, because
of what he did.
Wait. What's the bet?
That he would be out on the field streaking.
There's all these prop bets, and so there was one. Will there be a streaker during the Super Bowl? So him and his buddy said, "Okay, well, I'll streak. You distract security." And then his friend had to spend $1,000 to bail him out. But I'm like, well, that's a good investment if you're going to get $375,000 back. But yeah, I was not surprised that they took his money, but that sucks. Because I told my friend, I was like, all right, we'll rock paper scissors next year for who streaks, who distracts.
Oh, man.
I was like, you know what? I'd be fine running out there naked, telling Tom Brady I love him. I'll go do it. We're good.
Yeah, but the game kind of stunk after a certain point.
Unless you were really invested in Tom Brady or Tampa Bay winning. I mean, probably not that entertaining.
Yeah, so
it was entertaining for me.
I loved it. Yeah. But
well, your guys' defense, or not your guys', but Tampa's defense,
fucking cruise.
Dude, they were so aggressive, man.
I didn't realize they had freaking 2 degenerates on that fucking team.
Dominican Sue
and fucking Pierre Paul.
Right. Oh yeah.
I was
missing fingers, Paul.
Yeah. I was like, oh wait.
Well, no, Dominican Sue, dude. I can't stand that guy. I'm sorry. I think he's a terrible. Just the way he's such a dirty player, man. I hate shit like that.
Right.
If he's turned his life around, great. But like, I just
he
can't
won
forget.
a Super Bowl.
I'm glad.
That's fine. I mean, good for him. I'm just saying, like, some of the shit he used to do. Used to just blow my mind.
Yeah, like
man.
Step on dudes' nuts.
Yeah, and just kick people and
I'm
all
glad
sorts
he's
of
on Brady's team now, so I don't have to worry about him hitting Brady.
He was doing it on the field.
Well,
after the whistle.
Unlike some players, they're doing it off the field.
Oh, you just
at a nightclub in the bathroom.
Yeah, whatever. Well, yeah. So that was a lie, and that's why. It was I've got 2 rings, baby. It was 2.
putting up that peace sign like Winfield on the Bucks.
Oh, see, yeah, that was pretty dope. I thought that was great.
Shouldn't have got a penalty. Tyreek Hill doesn't get a penalty when he does it, or backflips into the end zone.
No, I will say some of the. I know we don't. I know it's said and done. How'd you feel about the officiating with some of the calls, man?
I mean, I think like the big one at the end of the first half, like that long pass interference. I think that was definitely pass interference. The one in the end zone that put the ball on the 1 yard line, that I'm like, it was pass interference, but you could probably say that ball was uncatchable, because like the throw was really high. But I'm like, I guess the refs were thinking, well, I think he was throwing to Mike Evans. I'm like, Mike Evans, has long arms, maybe he can get up there. But either way, I mean, even if there were a couple questionable calls, it was 31-9. Like,
no.
That's officials. Like,
no. I'm not.
I do think they called it tighter than they did in the previous games, which is kind of not normally. The deeper you get, the less tight, the more they let them play. And in the conference championships and kind of throughout the playoffs, they were letting them play more. And this one, they more so kind of called it by the book, which you can't really say is wrong because you're calling it by the book. But, yeah, I can get where some people are like, let them play. It's the Super Bowl. But, hey, a penalty's still a penalty.
All right, with that being said, I know we won't spend, I guess, too much longer on it. What did you think of the halftime show with the Weeknd and all that stuff? Like,
it was all right.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I didn't think it was that bad.
Great, but, yeah, it wasn't bad.
I don't know. I felt like the next day or Monday, I should say.
There was a lot of hate.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked, to be honest with you. I'm not.
People just want to hate sometimes to be cool, like you with Tom Brady.
Yeah. Oh. Hey, did I not just praise that motherfucker like 10 minutes ago? All right, there. That's all you're getting out of me. Pittsburgh Steelers for life. But anyway.
But it seems like every year somebody's got to be that guy to say, this was the worst halftime show ever.
And you can't really top half-naked J-Lo and Shakira.
Shakira and J-Lo,
I mean, that's not...
That'll never be topped unless somebody goes topless.
Yeah.
And Janet Jackson already tried that, and it didn't.
Well, there's the one with Michael Jackson. There's the Prince one. Prince was really good. And there's a few in there, I think.
I mean, there's a lot that I've liked, actually. Like, they had the Rolling Stones one year, and look, call me gay. I liked it when they had Katy Perry and Lady Gaga.
Dude, they're hot.
Yeah.
And their music is kind of slaps a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Some songs. I don't know all of it.
Slaps a little bit.
It's kind of slaps a little bit.
It was dope too when Katy Perry went across on that star.
Yeah,
that was kind of cool looking.
So all right,
I'm trying to get some videos up.
Oh no, that's fine, man.
So keep going.
So like with I was just surprised at the amount of hate because I think all of us. Do you know anybody that really doesn't like The Weeknd?
I know a lot of people. A lot of people were fucking saying they didn't. They was like, I don't like The Weeknd. Like, what the fuck? Have you listened to his music?
Most of the people that would say that they don't like him are people that haven't really heard his songs.
Yeah, because I generally, I don't really listen to a lot of newer stuff.
Me neither. But
I know he's been doing his thing for a while now. But I've always genuinely liked his music. So yeah, I was kind of shocked that it received so much. I guess. Just negativity, yeah.
Yeah, but I think like at least half of that was people just hating for the sake of hating, Like,
yeah, there's a lot of that.
Jump on the train, everybody's bashing The Weeknd. Like, yeah.
It's like the cancel culture shit. Like everybody wants to be a part of whatever side.
Yeah.
It's like, this is my side and it's fucking great because this person did that. Or it's whatever the fuck it is.
Do you think, with that being said, do you think we'll ever like snap out of that type of thought process or way of thinking?
I think it will.
Because
it has to be balanced. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get that. I just
like Fox News.
Yeah, well, shit.
But that's the problem is that the internet and these so-called news networks, they like feed into this whole like divisive
because it gets
culture.
some clicks.
Yeah. And
well,
now,
you're right.
Like,
you're right.
People arguing on social media. It's like, it didn't used to be a thing where all the time like we had to argue in sports, for example. Like it's always LeBron versus Jordan, Brady versus whatever
why can't they
quarterback.
Just both be good?
Right. Like when I was younger, I don't remember these debates going on all the time.
No, not at all, man.
Like,
you enjoyed
every now and then you'd talk about Michael Jordan, greatest player ever, blah blah. But it wasn't. It's like constant, like on ESPN, on these morning shows like First Take. I'm like, just oh my god, it's
That's
too
you
much.
with the talking head motherfucker.
Yeah.
Well, we're kind of talking heads, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, but still, no, I agree because growing up, I agree, dude. I mean, you're a fan of sports. You like everybody, man. I mean, I've had other football jerseys for which for other teams, and because I like their players, like most people. Now, as I get older, because I identify as a big Steelers fan. Okay,
You identify.
I identify.
See, you're part of that culture. That
Yeah, I identify. All right. You see what I did there? As a Steelers fan. So if I ever wore, say, a Tom Brady jersey, for example, then everything that I stand for is, it's out the window.
He's really doing. He's going full tilt. Stand for. I stand for this, and I'm going all. What was the other thing?
Rush Limbaugh over here.
Yeah.
All right, but I understand what you're saying. There the debates and just who you're allowed to like and not like and all that. It's definitely changed like tremendously.
Fuck,
it is
fuck cancel culture, cuz.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Speaking of cancel culture, I didn't see exactly what was said and what she said, but did you hear Gina Carano?
No longer
got kicked off the Mandalorian.
Well, she's been for a while now. She's been having all these tweets that are like a lot of people. There's been a campaign like fire her, but I'm like, well, that's cancel culture. Like, just because you don't agree with her, who cares?
Are you able to pull up what some of the things she said?
Yeah, I guess this past week she finally just. I don't know if it was like something that was super bad or it was just kind of like this is the last straw.
Well, what I heard was I think it was the last straw because what I heard was she compared certain people in the Republican Party to Jews. Or something.
Okay, yeah.
Which I don't know the context, so I can't say whether it was bad or not. But some people are. I was just reading what other people were saying about it on Facebook, like people we know, and I was just like. But they're from that generation of cancel these motherfuckers because they did one thing that they didn't like to hear.
It's so dumb.
It's
let's
crazy.
Go find tweets. At least hers were new tweets. What I hate is when it's like, let's find tweets somebody had from 6 years ago, before they were famous.
Digging, and kind of drag them through the. Listen, man, I'm sure we've all said some inappropriate shit at one time or another. Maybe just to get a laugh out of somebody, and you think, and then after the fact, it's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that,
or maybe because you were angry at the time.
Yeah,
like, we all say things, to people, about people, whatever, where you're like, should not have said that.
Yeah, So, but I feel like if you hold it against somebody for forever, and it depends on what's being said. I'm not trying to defend people being horrible to one another, but I'm just saying. If you say some shit out of poor taste, not so much out of like derogatory, so to say, you know what I mean?
Right.
Then it's kind of like, all right, like this was obviously like an attempt to get a rouse out. Yeah, a bad joke, pretty much. Get a rise out of people. And
here's the headline.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. The Holocaust. Yeah.
Experiencing Holocaust to the U.S. political climate.
Yeah, that's a little extreme.
That's actually, There's
probably like a notch of difference at least.
Just a little bit.
And so she was fired. That sucks, but it just goes to show that shit is weird. Like everything's just fucked.
Yeah.
You can't say anything. You can't. It's like with the election, right? People, as long as I've been alive, I know people don't openly discuss their politics. I mean, as I got older, you hang around people and politics may come up, and but this year was like way different. It's like
everybody wants to tell you what they feel, whatever way they feel.
It's fucking whack, dude. Why can't we all just get along?
Can't we all just get along?
I get a lot of customers that, especially if the news is on TV in the restaurant. They just want to unload to me about whatever their political feelings are, or a lot of times they'll start griping about like, oh, I'm so sick of these masks and blah, blah. And I'm like, I mean, aren't we all,
Do you think the people that do that kind of shit, like they kind of like vent to you, do you think they're like unhappy with their own lives, or do you think they're angry at something else, and they just project that anger?
I mean, probably some of them. I mean, it's not like these people, they're not like.
But like rabid, you mean?
They're not. It's not like they're directing their anger at me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's almost like I'm their therapist, you know? Like, so I
Have a slice.
I think in some cases it's just some people, they just want somebody to talk to about it, you know? So even when I'm not really in the mood for it, I just let them talk, you know? Because, hey, go ahead, eat your pizza, unload, and hopefully this makes you feel better.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Pizza makes the world go around.
Pizza
baby.
and therapy, now serving at Johnny's.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe I'll come by for an appointment sometime.
Sit on the pizza couch.
The pizza couch?
What if it was a couch that was like the shape of a slice of pizza? That'd be dope.
Hey, how are you?
How you doing?
Doing good.
If we could just
$1.95. You can insert it.
like one of those, like the inside.
Right there.
Excuse me, y'all. I just ran out of gas and I ain't got no money.
Boy, I don't give a fuck.
Oh my god, that was hilarious. What the fuck? I did not see that coming.
I just ran out of gas and I got no money. Boy, I don't give a fuck.
I was like, okay, this guy's gonna have a funny response, but I.
Oh my goodness! All right, that was left field.
Yeah, because I was trying to get off of that fucking politics shit.
Oh, okay,
nice
all right,
transition.
And RJ's still talking. He's like, something's blaring over the fucking headphones. And he's like,
Right, he don't give a fuck. That'd be a good drop for your
do you know why I
soundboard.
did that?
I don't give a fuck.
Do you know why? Because generally when you start doing something or playing something, then I stop talking, and you're just like, no, keep talking. So that's kind of what I was thinking there at that moment.
Well, the thing is, I got to figure out how not to make this shit play right away.
Sorry, man.
At first I thought it was a commercial. At first I thought, oh, there's some commercials coming up on the webpage.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, that's funny. All right. So what are we looking forward to? What's going on?
Well, hopefully I'm about to buy some sweet hats.
Don't do it.
Yeah, so Shawn is currently trying to purchase some hats.
I got another one.
What's your what's your main source for hats?
Hat Club.
Hatclub.com?
Yep.
.com.
They put out the best stuff, but it sells like so fast. It's stressful, honestly.
Well, so how many hats do you think you have, man?
Oh boy.
If you had to be honest.
I would say at this point I probably have almost 500.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Fucking ridiculous.
Are you like going bald, dude?
Well, I mean, it's been a slow process that's been going on for years.
You know what's crazy?
Hold on.
What?
I don't ever think I've seen you without a hat. Now that
I mean, I pretty much always have a hat on, whether I'm at work or not.
Holy fuck, dude, that's crazy. You don't have to take it off, but I just literally.
All right.
You bring a woman to me. She don't like her titties sucked. She don't like her pussy ate or her ass licked. There's something wrong with that bitch. There's something wrong with that motherfucker. She can be the finest motherfucker.
Look at Johnny, he agree like a motherfucker. Johnny know he eat that ass, a thin ass.
Leave me out of it, man.
Hey, if you don't,
Different strokes for different folks.
hey, if you don't, you ain't no Boy Scout. Hey, what you do, Johnny? You ain't gonna eat it. Sit your bitch ass down, dude. I got you.
He's like, I got you.
I got you, buddy.
All right, you barking up the wrong tree. Don't show out here. Now.
No, hey.
I aim my ass. Don't make me get up off this motherfucking chair and jump on your ass.
Oh.
You're barking up the wrong motherfucking tree right now. Go play with somebody else. Go play with somebody else. Go find your fucking toy.
Oh, you getting mad now?
Keep me out the bullshit.
Keep me out the bullshit.
Dude, where was that? It looks like California where those guys were
It
at.
could have been down south.
Bro, man, I need to travel. I've been thinking about it lately.
Travel. What the fuck? Take some time. Where you go? There's plenty of places you can go in the United States of America.
I know.
It's
50.
It's a very large fucking
country. Yeah.
compared to most. He said, maybe I will go somewhere.
I'll think about where I want to go.
I want to go to Colorado.
Tell me. Yeah, we
I
should
want
go.
to see the mountains and shit.
Yeah,
well,
I've never
dude,
been
you know
to
what's crazy?
Colorado. That would be
Dude, the
nice.
mountains are so peaceful. Like in certain
I'm talking
times.
about the real mountains. I'm not talking about the hills of Virginia.
I'm talking about fucking the hills of Pennsylvania.
I know those hills.
Those are mountains.
The Appalachian Mountains ain't nowhere near as beautiful as the fucking Colorado.
Okay,
Rockies.
we're in the east, and that is the Midwest. The climate is different there, sir.
Aren't the mountains higher in Colorado?
Wait, I thought my mic
everything's
cut out.
higher in Colorado.
Yeah, there you go. See what you did there.
Yeah, a little marijuana joke.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they have to be higher
Of
because
course
the
they is.
air's thin.
Yeah,
freaking city. Denver is called the Mile High City.
I know that.
So
That is true.
We have hills. They have mountains.
I get that. I was just trying to make a joke.
Oh,
that's
what that was.
Oh.
Did you get your hat, Shawn?
Hopefully. I'll let you know.
He's over there clicking away, folks. We won't put the camera on him out of generosity.
Oh, yes, we will.
Oh, yeah. Look. Oh, you know what's crazy? His hat is like the same.
Yeah,
you can see through your head.
Because it's green.
Oh.
Well, we can
turquoise.
still see your face, which is the
Right.
most important part, obviously, and whatnot. But that's
what RJ wants to see.
I do
is your
think a lot
handsome
before
face.
I come on about like exactly where I'm going to put my hat because I don't want like to shield my face too much, but like I want my hat to be seen. Last time I thought like, oh man, there's way too much underbrim of my hat showing.
Underbrim.
Underbrim. I like that word.
So damn, I thought I had a lot of hats. Motherfuckers got 500.
Yeah, dude, I've owned
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
got
gonna
a
lie, I've
problem,
probably owned like 5 hats my whole life, like ever.
Okay, wait. So what's the name of this site that you're looking at?
Hat Club.
Hat Club. I'm gonna have to
Oh,
look.
yeah,
that
well,
up.
here, look it up. Pull it up there.
No, I'm just gonna look it up here because
Okay,
I'm
so-
gonna want it for later.
Okay, so with Jared's request, I finally watched WandaVision.
Oh,
did
I
you?
still got to do that. Yeah.
Aw, boo.
Okay, well, I only watched.
We'll talk about it.
I saw the first 2 episodes.
Oh my god.
Okay, man, I didn't have time. Like,
We're on episode 6 right now.
you text me at like midnight last night. You're like, bro, watch this. I am playing my Xbox because I'm sitting in the dark and I'm alone.
Ew.
I actually got a couple wins last night. I was very, very happy.
Is that what you call it? Is that what you
myself
call
Sounds
it?
like a winning story to me.
When I'm sitting in the dark by myself, I got a couple of wins.
Anyway, whatchamacallit? So I watched it. I enjoy. So everything that you told me about, the things that you liked about, like the aspect ratio and the things that Greg was talking about, I thought it was pretty cool. I'm intrigued to see where it's going.
Yeah, the first 2 episodes.
I know everybody says it starts slow and then it slowly.
I see. For me though, it doesn't start.
I didn't get that sense. Like I was generally intrigued with like, okay, this is way different than what I'm used to watching.
Exactly. That's what got me about it. It's not like
It's different.
it doesn't start slow. Like motherfucker. See, this is I think where Marvel kind of fucked up when they rolled everything out. They rolled everything out just like mad action, so it doesn't leave room for like a real story, like a comic book. You know what I'm saying? Like this to me feels like it could be written in a comic book.
Yeah.
Like drawn.
I get the presentation of it and everything. So I have enjoyed it so far. Obviously, you said there's 6 episodes, right?
I haven't seen 6 yet. Of course, I'm on a schedule for that.
Okay.
We talked about that.
Oh, yeah. No, that's fine. That's fine. So I have enjoyed what I've seen so far, and hopefully it does get better. And hopefully once I see all of it
does get better. It's fucking great.
Well, I'm not saying hold on. Okay. I guess I didn't say that the right way. I am enjoying it right now. I'm hoping it gets.
Maybe it's partly because I grew up watching like Nick at Night. I grew up watching like those reruns and stuff like that.
Well, dude, I grew up watching the same thing, dude. I used to watch I Love Lucy, The Wonder Years. Yeah, I mean, Happy Days.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, so
but you're right. It has that kind of vibe to it. I do like it, and I'm hoping. When I say I'm hoping it gets better, I mean that in like a good way. Like I'm waiting for it to expand story wise.
I did see 6. I watched 6 last night. I'm about to watch it again though.
Well,
how long are the episodes?
Like 30.
They're like 35 minutes, man. They're like a half hour long. It's not like I was actually kind of, but I also like that because it's staying true to the black and white sitcoms, right? In terms of like it's like primetime TV slot kind of thing.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, I think it's just the format that Disney's going with for those shows because Mandalorian is kind of the same thing.
I feel
Mandalorian's a little longer,
a little bit longer, but not much because there's some that are like 30 minutes, and then some that are.
But
40.
some of the shorter ones are some of the better episodes too.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? My sister finally finished watching it 2 days ago, and I told her like obviously months ago, She was like, it was crazy. And I was like, I've told you this like 2 months ago.
Yeah, the end of Mandalorian season 2, the last few episodes, like, boy, it goes hard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it's like, man, this is fucking cool because it really takes a lot for me, especially nowadays, to invest into a TV show. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, I'll watch something and genuinely be like, I'll just have it on kind of thing.
Right.
But for me to be, like, literally sucked into it, like, oh, this is fucking sweet, I feel like that doesn't happen as often.
I feel like, like I said, the format that they're going with, like, they know how to, they're going to keep people watching. Like, they're going to get people sucked in.
No, and so far they haven't. I mean, at least with the Mandalorian, you know.
Mandalorian, fucking. I'm telling you, man, WandaVision's fucking good.
So I'm gonna. I
It's
told you,
I'm
a
lot of science in it too.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm taking a lazy day. I'm not doing anything today. Because there's ice falling outside, or whatever that is.
Put your ice helmets on, kids.
Yeah, you don't want ice falling on your head.
No, I don't.
Yes,
I'm not a fan of it.
I'm not a fan of fucking winter.
I like snow. I love snow.
I fucking hate snow.
No, I don't. See, I don't. Okay, so I can finally say this. I enjoy the snow as long as I'm not working in it.
Fair enough.
I can't stand it because then I can't go outside and do what I want to do.
Well, I'm kind of a homebody sometimes myself, so.
I'm a homebody, but I like to drive. Like when it gets warm outside.
Oh, when it's nice, yeah.
I
get
around.
You. But I mean, come on, a nice snowy day under your blanket watching reruns of Law and Order. Come on, man. You can't beat it. There it goes. I forgot we had that, actually. I'm dead serious. So that made that moment for me just so much better.
I just came here to hear that. I'm out.
So did you get your hat?
I got 6 hats, baby.
Hell yeah. What the fuck? God. We don't want to know what you paid for it or how you paid for it.
I did. I had to do it in 2 waves. I was like, let me, prioritize so stuff doesn't sell out, and then I can come back. So I bought 3 using 20% off code, nice. And then I bought the other 3 with a 15% off code.
Yeah, so what?
So I got like 1 or 2 of those hats for free, basically.
So what's so special about these hats? Like, I'm trying to.
Well, today, like Hat Club, I mean, every day except Sunday they release new hats, but during the week it's usually just like 4 hats or so, maybe a couple more. But they do big releases on Saturdays, and it's always at 2:00. And like they just come out with like these great like different colorways, and it's just I don't know. I'm addicted. Like, and now like side patches are a big thing, and different colored under brims. Like, so even when there's so many times where I think like, what more can they do with hats? Like, what can they do that they haven't done? But they just keep coming out with this dope stuff. Like, so today was the Valentine's Day collection.
Oh.
So it's maroon, pink, and red.
Oh, that sounds fucking dope.
Yo, one with a rose on the fucking, that would be fucking dope. Like red with a rose or some shit like that.
They have Dodgers and Yankees hats with little hearts next to the logo, but I ain't getting no fucking Yankees hat, that's for sure.
I ain't getting no Yankees hat. I don't know about Dodgers either.
The only MLB teams I won't wear are Yankees and Phillies. Phillies, maybe I'll wear Phillies after Bryce Harper's gone.
I had 2 Yankee hats.
Yeah,
in
12 years.
12 years.
I had 2 Yankee hats in high school.
Back when you wore ties and Yankee hats.
Yeah.
You had ties and Yankee hats.
Ooh. Yeah, I did.
That was an interesting look.
Did you have a red one like Fred Durst that you wore backwards?
No, I did have a red one, believe it or not.
Actually, you know who created that was Spike Lee. Spike Lee basically created like the hat game as it is today, because until Spike Lee requested a red Yankees hat, they had never made hats that weren't the hats the teams wore, that weren't the team's colors. And Spike Lee, he called up I think first he might have contacted
I didn't even know this. This is crazy.
Yeah, I read this story recently. Like, he had this red jacket that said Yankees, and he wanted a hat to go with it. So he talked to New Era and the Yankees and George Steinbrenner, like they had to give permission, like to make this different colored hat. And so I guess I got to give credit to the Yankees too, but fuck them. But they approved it, and then that just opened the floodgates for now all these alternate hats, where like there's just every hat in every different color, like. So it's really
that's
thanks
pretty
to
cool,
Spike
man.
Lee.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But
yeah, at the site now. Oh my god. Damn,
yeah, I've never been a hat guy. Like, I don't know. I just feel like I look weird wearing a hat.
Yeah, some
because
people.
you got a big ass head.
I do, dude. Like when we would go to Lids and fucking.
Yeah, what size you wear?
It's like an 8.5 or so. Yeah, damn. Dude, I got a fucking cranium, dude.
Yeah, it's hard to get a hat that
I
big.
put one hat on, and they were like, "Sir, that doesn't fit you," and I was
You're
like,
stretching it, sir.
I'm dead serious. And they're like,
hat back,
bro, and they were like, "Oh, try this one," and they gave it to me, bro. And I just like threw it over my head, and it came over my eyes and everything, like Jay-Z and shit. They're like, "Yeah, that's better." And I looked at the fucking sticker. I was like, Jesus Christ. I got a big ass head, dude. I'm dead.
You wear an 8.5, dog?
Dude, it's like an 8 and like 3/4. It's an 8 and some increment after that. I don't know what measurement.
Shawn, what size do you wear?
I wear 7 7/8.
Damn, dude, I've got a big fucking head.
I mean, almost any hat you will not be able to find above an 8.
Yeah,
Like normally
exactly.
they only make it from 7 to 8. You can get smaller than 7 in kid sizes. And sometimes in an adult size.
Jesus Christ.
But it is very rare you will find anything bigger than an 8.
You can only wear snapbacks.
Oh, snapbacks? No, they're even smaller. Like,
bro,
he's
going
to be that guy with it.
Like,
it's not snapped.
And so nobody acts like that. I didn't say, well, mine is 7 1/4. I got a small.
There
head.
we go.
Damn,
yeah, I got a big head, but his is humongous.
Yeah,
and I got all this hair too.
Holy shit, dude! I'm just gonna shave my head, bro. Fuck.
No, you should wear hats,
dude. This is. I can't believe this.
Yeah, what do you think I've been doing, champ?
I'm so embarrassed for everybody out there. I have.
Wait. Okay, so maybe in your defense, was this during the time where everybody wore the big hat? Like the hat was bigger, like it went down.
No,
right? Like tuck it in your ears gimmicks.
No. I've seen that. No, it wasn't that. Okay, wait, hold on. Now that you say that, maybe I wore like what's the highest a 7 goes? Because I'm trying
7 7/8 is what I wear.
No, I swear I wore.
Although this one's a little smaller. It was 7.5. So
okay, I'm gonna have to. Dude, I swear I wore like an 8 and some change, dude.
That's the worst. Like if I don't get a haircut.
If it wasn't an 8,
yeah, I gotta cut my hair.
If it wasn't an 8, it was like right below it, or if it was right above it. It's like I'm like right there, dude.
Jeez.
So I just remember being just embarrassed, and now I'm embarrassed again on the internet.
It's okay, RJ. You can feel comfortable with us.
I'm very comfortable. I mean, with who I am.
Except for your big head.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking, it's terrible.
This is the way.
Yeah, this is the way indeed. And you know what else is the way, folks? Like, sharing, and subscribing to the Mad Scientist Lab podcast. All right? You see, the segue I did there is something that podcasters use.
Click the bell.
Click that bell and give us a little ring. And if you have any questions, please comment. If you'd like to be on the show, let us know. And, yeah, that's about it. All right, so let's continue.
Man, he's a pro.
Fucking 78 episodes in, he better be.
I would like to hope so.
Practice makes perfect.
I don't even like talking about my, it's just like, before you guys got here, I was just like laying on my couch. I was like, God damn. I was like, it's 1 PM on a rainy Saturday.
Dude, I was laying in bed like that. I mean, when I texted you, that was me getting up. Like,
yeah, I mean, I woke up a little early, and I was like, fuck.
I've been up since 7:30.
Damn. Well, no, I've been getting up early. I've been getting up early all week. Early for me, I should say. And I was like, I can sleep in. I woke up like an hour later.
What's early for you?
Waking up early for me is like, honestly, if I had to be honest, it's like 7:30, 8 o'clock. That's like early for me.
Yeah, that's early for me.
Yeah, I mean, I get up at 8:45 for work. I mean,
I feel that's close, I feel like that's reasonable.
I get up at 9 o'clock.
Okay, Mr. One-Upper.
Yeah. Fuck you, Jared.
Right. All I do is, no. And then I grab my laptop.
That's living the dream, man.
Yeah.
See, there are some good things that have come from COVID. I'm just saying.
For sure.
I mean,
I to be honest, I hope I never have to go back.
I think you might not. A lot of people, I think, a lot of businesses are realizing, like, you know what? This is actually a lot more efficient to just have.
We're getting way more shit done.
Right.
Yeah.
But the worry has always been, well, if people are at home, how do we know they're not just slacking off all day? But
by not turning shit in, like
right. If you get your work done, I mean, hey, it's like I tell people, that work under me. I'm like, hey, I don't care if you want to play around with your phone, whatever. Just as long as your work's done, do whatever the hell you want. Like
that's how I feel.
But yeah, I don't want to see you playing with your phone if there's a dirty table. But
yeah, do your work.
I think that's meanwhile I'm buying hats while I tell them that.
Yeah, I'm your boss.
Do as I say, not as I do. Okay,
that's like me. Like as long as the background and the description is done, like.
Sorry, dude. Dude, no bullshit.
No,
I
just fucking with you.
No, but seriously, I remember that it was. I think the last time he was here,
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I was like, because we did it early in the day, and Jared was like, "Yo, send me the description." I was like, "Man, don't worry, I'll send it to you today, bro." He texted me Sunday night. He was like, "Bro, where's the description?" And I was like, "Oh, I completely forgot about this shit."
I think I was pretty much done with it at that point. Like, because when like especially early like this, I could probably go home, edit the shit, and then fucking be ready to go before even Sunday even gets here. But I have to wait on the description. So, I mean, I could write it myself, but his are better than mine, so I let him do it.
You know, I used to take creative writing as when I was in middle school.
I think that was a required class.
No, was it? This was an elective at Hayfield. It was creative writing. Yeah,
it's a fun class actually.
No, you know what's crazy? It was one of those classes where we watched films.
Right. Yep, that's always a plus.
We wrote about it, and then we could create our own stories. And I remember writing this story about this big snowstorm and this like deadly hill to go sled down. I was fucking 13. Give me a break. But I really took my time and invested into it, and then I really enjoyed that class. I would honestly say that's probably one of my favorite classes throughout my experience at middle school, high school.
You know what the best class I took was sports and entertainment marketing.
You know what? I kept hearing a lot of people not a lot of people taking it, but people who were taking it, I was like, dang, I should have fucking taken that shit.
One of the big projects in the class was the Fantasy Football League.
Oh, dude.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the best, though, was then my senior year, I was a TA, teacher's assistant for sports entertainment marketing. So now it's even easier. I'm really the only thing I had to do was I was commissioner of the fantasy league. And then sometimes I would like read papers and stuff. Also, I would show up like half an hour late all the time. And I'd smell like different kinds of smoke.
Bro.
One time I almost got into a fight with one of the students. That's probably not a good look for a TA.
Nah, not at all.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be a role model.
See, because first I was doing it second period for the guy that had been my teacher, Mr. Bodner. You know, he's like, he was a great guy. And then there was this new teacher, like fresh out of Virginia Tech, a woman, and man, like she was young and hot. And so when I was in high school, I was like, and when
too.
I found I had another free period second semester. So I came to Mr. Bodner. I was like, can I TA for you, 2 classes? And he was like, oh, well, I don't have a fourth period. And she was, because they shared the classroom. She was in there at the time. And she was like, oh, well, I have a fourth period. You could TA for me. I was like, hell yeah.
Boing! But it doesn't stand for teacher's assistant.
Right.
Titties and ass.
T&A. Yeah.
I think it's this button.
Hey, man, you sent her in here with them titties. What you expect?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I got it. Sweet.
And she was the kind of teacher that she was wearing thongs all the time, and I know that because she was wearing the kind of pants where you could tell.
Dude, I will honestly say, and I've probably only had a very small handful of good-looking teachers.
Oh, yeah.
No. I mean, I think they're like in abundance now. You know those memes you see of like my PE teacher then, and it's like PE teachers now kind of thing.
Well, because our PE
it's
teachers
like Sylvester
were all
Stallone with the long hair.
We had like 70-year-old fat guys, but the when you hear all these stories about like, oh, the teacher that slept with her, 13-year-old student, and they're like, oh, this is horrible. I'm like, man, when I was 13, I would have killed for a hot teacher to sleep with me. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I don't. It's so
They're
weird.
like, oh, that poor boy. I'm like, but she's hot.
First of all, yeah. See, this is gonna come off weird to a lot of people. Like, we all understand we're guys. Like, shit.
I'm sure females.
I get it. It's sexual abuse of a child, but
yeah,
the child is probably willing.
But to be honest, they're when they graduate from college, they're only 21 years old. You know what I'm saying? This is not that far off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
It is, though. It's obviously a double standard where you would look at it way different if it were a male teacher, sleeping with like a 14-year-old girl.
Yeah, that is it is pretty wild how that's perceived. Like,
and I mean, even though we said so, obviously, young schoolboys do fantasize about teachers and whatever. But I guarantee you, girls too think if they've got a guy teacher they think is hot, they're like, oh man, Mr. Jackson or whatever,
No, I'm sure we all know somebody. I mean, isn't it not normal though to
Especially at that age, like
you're growing
through
up.
all kinds of shit.
Yeah, so I mean, it's very normal to, I guess, what is it, lust?
Yes,
I guess we'll
it
use
is
that
normal
word.
to lust.
Towards maybe somebody who's obviously you find attractive. But at that age, obviously, when your hormones
are fucking all
going
right.
crazy.
Yeah, it's just all you can think about. Like, now I'm like, it's a bother to even think about. I'll just look at hats.
Yeah,
that's what really gets me off.
Just look at what?
Hats.
Oh,
my favorite porn site, hatclub.com.
Skeet, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness! I was gonna say, fuck, man. I kind of lost my train of thought a little bit because, well, no, I was talking about the creative writing. And the thought is gone. All right.
I like that one. I like that.
That's by far the fucking gayest sound that we have, dude. I'm sorry. It works so well, though.
But it's for yours, though.
Yeah, I know. It's all right.
Every time you lose your train of thought.
When I was talking about creative writing, I was trying to think. There was something I was trying to.
Speaking of gay.
Yeah. I was trying to think of
I'll get it.
What I was going to go into with that. Shit. It was just, my favorite, you guys took home ec and shop? You guys took shop, right?
I took home ec.
I'm a fucking man.
Dude, did that not make you feel like a big dude when you were younger? Like, I take shop?
Yeah.
What I really liked was I took electrical engineering class, too. And
nice.
I ended up, for a few years, I was actually an electrician.
Oh.
Really?
But, but I don't.
Is it's boring?
Well, it's like, when you take the class, mostly what you're doing is the actual wiring up and all that stuff, which, is pretty cool.
Mm.
But when you actually get the job, a lot of what you're doing is just the manual labor grunt construction work before you can do the work, so you're still, you're digging the ditches and I'm like, man, like I was working, like I was, at one point I was staying down in North Carolina with my uncle and his neighbor owned an electrical company. I was working for him. And it was in the hot-ass summer, like they were working on this polo warehouse that was being built. And it's just like outside every fucking day, all day. And then one day, me and this other guy get to go work in some office inside. And of course, we're working up in the ceiling and the AC goes out in the building. And there's all this insulation up there. I'm like, great. You know what? I'd rather be back outside today. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. Yes.
Damn. I didn't know that you did that. That's pretty fascinating. Yeah. I don't feel like
I had a life before Johnny's. Feels like a lifetime ago.
And then once that happened.
Yeah, I feel the same way sometimes.
But I took home ec to meet chicks, and then I got to class and realized 20 other guys had the same fucking idea.
Yeah.
Burn! But you know what? We made some food. It was fun. I mean...
I thoroughly enjoyed home ec, man.
Yeah, I liked home ec.
I'm going to go to my next class and make pancakes. How is that not fun?
Yeah,
like,
but I think that's what's enticing it.
Pancakes.
Yeah.
Especially if you have it in the morning. Like I had that like, first period.
Yeah,
like,
I did too.
Yo,
yeah.
I'm like, let's make these cookies, son.
Right. I need breakfast. I'm hungry.
It's bacon. Oh man,
I'm on free lunch. Okay.
Yeah. Then when you switch, you had to go to the other room to fucking start sewing shit. Then it's like,
no, yeah, I know, I did that too. No, but
that's when I lost interest.
When we did home ec, or I did the gourmet foods too. I think my junior year, and
it took a lot of fucking
artistry
type stuff.
I did. Well, because I was very creative when I was younger.
What happened?
What happened?
Depression.
Yeah. What?
Depression. I'm dead serious.
Oh, wow.
Well, no, not depression, but just I don't know.
Did you ever think that because I noticed it in
that's
myself.
What happened.
No. Well, partly aside from that, but did you ever think that like the depression came because you stopped creating stuff?
What the fuck?
I'm being dead serious.
No. It's I think I just got to a point in my life. Obviously, I was still young, and there was a lot going on in my life, and I don't know. I was just, I was really angry all the time.
But you stopped creating, right?
I did. I haven't really done that in a long time.
I can tell you from personal experience. When I stopped creating, I felt like I was in a bad place. Like
maybe that's why I like video games so much.
Because
I'm in control.
This here is a creation, you know what I'm saying? Like it's one way for me to express my creativity.
Yeah, no, I know
and it helps a lot.
Well, I'm actually gonna I'll think about that.
Start writing some shit.
So,
Get the pen and the pen.
yeah, but I did take a lot of creative classes and things like that because I was, I don't know, you're in high school, you smoke a joint and you think you know everything, and I'm just being honest. You're feeling yourself, and it's like, oh, and you get the creative juices flowing, or that's how I was and how I wanted to go about certain things. But anyway, when I said I was taking gourmet foods, I've probably told this story before, but around Thanksgiving time, we had to make pumpkin pie, and we had to make the pie crusts and everything. And so there was, I can't remember, maybe like 8 tables in the classroom or 10 tables or something like that. And each table had to have do one pie crust, like, make the crust by hand. And I got selected in the top, like, 5 out of, the class.
Well, I would hope so, Mr. Pizza
Yeah, so
Man.
I just thought that was crazy because later in life I, obviously
you were slapping the dough.
Yeah, so
making pies.
But what's crazy? I didn't even think about it. Like, I was just doing what I thought it should look like.
You were born to be a pizza maker.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
What a destiny.
Yeah, I know, right? Smoke a cigarette out back and say, fuck it. Let rip out a fart and be like,
greatness.
Man. What's that Ben Affleck meme where he's standing there with the cigarette in his hand outside with his eyes closed and shit?
Oh, because he battled some fucking alcoholism.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that. I was just...
He did a movie where he played an alcoholic.
What was that?
Basketball movie.
He was about to say Batman.
I am the Batman.
Alcoholic Batman. You know what? I want to see that though. Alcoholic Batman.
That's after he was done and fucking Dick Grayson.
What was the name of that movie? The one you're talking about.
The Long Road.
It's like the journey back.
Yeah, I think that
there's something like that.
I was like,
it's actually a really good movie. I liked it. I'm a big Ben Affleck fan.
When I saw,
I won't lie. I don't mind Ben Affleck either.
I gotta support a Boston boy. And look, you see, people that hate on Ben Affleck, they're thinking of Ben Affleck from like 20 years ago. All right, start thinking of Ben Affleck from like The Town on. And not just as an actor, also as a filmmaker.
Yeah, he's a good filmmaker.
I mean, Argo is a great fucking movie too. Argo, fuck yourself.
His brother was in that movie, Gone Baby Gone.
Oh yeah,
have you ever seen that?
Yeah, that's a great movie too.
That movie's
Ben
fucking
Affleck
wild.
made that.
Yeah,
movie.
that was gonna say that's
that's like the only one he made that he didn't star in. Like, so he
no,
put his
but
brother
it's such a good movie though. Like you're right, he's a very good filmmaker.
Gone Girl, that's another.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
Man, that's
the one with J-Lo, right?
It's frightening.
No, that's the one with the
J-Lo
blonde.
is Geely. That's like the worst movie ever.
Oh yeah.
Al Pacino is in that too, right?
I think so.
Yeah, that movie's horrible.
Wait, Gone Girl. That's the one where
it's like.
I'm thinking of Enough.
Oh, you're thinking of Enough?
Yeah.
That movie's pretty... Enough isn't really
that's frightening, too.
What?
Enough was pretty fucking frightening.
Dude,
I don't think I saw Enough.
Enough is actually...
She was getting her ass beat by her...
I remember what it was,
And she came back and fucked him up, dog.
Right.
That movie's really not that bad, man. I genuinely... Like, as I get older and I watch some of these movies that you think, like, at the time, it's like, oh, this is kind of cheesy. And maybe they are a little bit, but they're really not all that bad. I think there's only been, there's only a handful of movies I really think I've ever watched, and I was like, oh, this is horrible. And
I watched one recently. You know what? Actually, okay, so last time we had your boy Rob on the phone, and we were talking about Denzel, and he was talking about Virtuosity. All right, so you know what? I thought I had seen it, and then I was like, no, actually, I haven't seen this. So I watched it 3 nights ago on Hulu, and you know what? This movie was fucking horrible.
I think that's why you never saw it.
No offense, Rob. All right. I mean, other than that, I enjoyed talking to you. You were great, but man, horrible film recommendation. Like,
wait, was he recommending it or was just?
Unless maybe he was joking, and honestly, it was so bad. I thought maybe he was joking.
He probably could have been.
Maybe he was trolling because, dude, I wanted to like it because it's Denzel and it's Russell Crowe, but. Good God! I mean, it's like
that's why they had to do American Gangster
to redeem themselves. Right? They're like, let's do a good movie together.
Here, can you pull up the movie poster for Virtuosity? I I want to feel like I've seen. I know
also,
I've seen
pull
this.
up the Rotten Tomatoes because like I read that during the movie and I was like, yeah, this is about right.
Do you know what a really good movie is? Is Mystic River. Have you ever seen that with Sean Penn? And it's directed by Clint Eastwood.
I have not.
It takes place in Boston.
Okay,
I think I've seen it.
Yeah, I think it's about like the girl that gets killed from the boyhood friends.
Okay, I know I've heard good things about it.
It's
All right,
very.
I gotta watch it.
I don't know. It just clicked in my. I think that's a very good movie that doesn't get talked about enough.
All right, I want a good recommendation for a movie from this podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, no.
What?
Keep going.
Okay, please. I thought he was going to say it's not recording.
He pulled
again.
up the gay porn browser.
No,
And then I
hit
was
the
just
wrong
gonna flip.
fucking.
I was going to flip the table over.
Yes, get the tables.
No, I hit the wrong fucking.
Devon!
Almost exited out of the software that we're using.
Oh Jesus! Yeah. Whenever Jared makes noises like that, I freak out.
Right.
As you should, because.
Oh my God! No! Something like that.
It's freaking out.
That was good. You almost sounded like Jerry Lawler there.
What are we looking at? Virtuosity?
Yeah, virtual.
No, Vince.
I was watching some. When I get bored at work, I find old wrestling clips to watch.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I mean, I know you're a fan. I know it. So, just some of those moments. I don't know, like they're just so great. I can't even really pick one that I enjoy. I was watching the one where Vince McMahon was a higher power. But
it's me, Austin.
Yeah, and I remember being young, seeing that, thinking, "What the fuck?"
Well, I remember it was spoiled on Nitro. Eric Bischoff spoiled it, and I was watching.
I don't think I've seen this movie.
The poster looks cool. The poster's probably the best part of the movie.
I've had to have seen this.
Look at young Russell Crowe.
Denzel, Russell Crowe is not good in this movie. This is Russell Crowe early in his career. He's not good. Yeah. But Denzel, I'll give him credit. As always, Denzel was phenomenal. Yeah, he's just stuck in a horrible movie.
He had been there for a while. He'd been around for a while. Russell Crowe was just getting out of the fucking Outback and shit.
Crikey.
Would you say his best movie is obviously Gladiator?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Do you guys like A Beautiful Mind?
I actually don't think I've seen the whole movie.
I've seen it. That's the one with
where he played. Yeah, it's
Matt Damon too, right?
Is he?
No, that you're thinking of Good Will Hunting.
Okay, so yeah,
with my boy Ben Affleck.
No, I have seen.
A Beautiful Mind is it's
seen
a true story.
Mind.
Yeah, he plays the MIT dude.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I've seen most of
good.
it. Like
it's hard to believe that Russell Crowe is this person. Like
right.
You know how his acting is. Like,
yeah.
He needs to stick to shit like Gladiator.
Right, exactly.
I'm Russell Crowe.
He can't play like characters with nuance, I guess.
You mean like, layers, levels?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. There's levels to this shit. You fucking cocksucker. All right. Anyway.
Now we're in The Departed.
Yeah. Well, I know we talked about it last time we were here. That's still such a great movie.
You're not a cop. You're fucking nothing.
It keeps popping up somewhere. I think it's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix right now.
That and The Town I just love so much. Like such great Boston movies. I mean, especially The Town when they rob Fenway Park. Like spoiler alert, but
it's been out long.
Don't
enough.
worry, I won't be watching it.
You've never seen The Town?
You've never seen the fucking Town?
No, dude. You'd like that. That's a good movie.
Maybe.
And I really didn't.
No, because then he's going to be like,
I'm not a big fan of Boston, so
it doesn't matter.
It has nothing to do with being a fan.
Movie.
And dude, I feel like my eyes are so small compared to my big ass head now that I look at it on camera. Oh my god!
Put the glasses.
Now I'm putting them back on. Jesus Christ!
That's why he wears the glasses, everyone, to hide his big.
Damn,
ass
I feel like I have like beady eyes now. I fucking hate everybody.
We didn't do it to you.
I'm gonna order pizza and watch reruns of Law and Order because that's what I do.
Hell yeah!
I'm not doing it again. We'll do this one.
Great Scott!
That's still a good one. Shout out to Marty McFly and Dr. Emmett Brown. And
McFly,
dude. Another. Okay, so since we've been talking about movies, best trilogy.
I mean, original Star Wars jumps
out.
Like,
what the fuck is he talking about?
I'm just trying to create conversation.
I mean,
you're like, don't ask that fucking question.
I mean, there's other Godfather, but Godfather 3 really brings it down.
Yep.
I actually like Godfather 2 better than Godfather 1.
I agree, but a lot of people,
but they're both great.
Yeah. Greg wouldn't agree with you on that, but he's
what 2 and 1?
I just think 2 is so great. I mean, because you got it's so Pacino and De Niro, and It's like,
and they didn't work together again until Heat,
which is also a great fucking
and,
movie.
and believe it or not, that's the very first
and
time.
That was the first time they were on camera together. Yeah.
That's crazy. Two of the best actors in the world sitting there having coffee. Like, think about that for a second. Heat doesn't get enough credit.
I love that movie.
That's a very good movie.
Fucking Val Kilmer killed it for them all.
Bro, and then at the beginning, what are you fucking looking at? And he just not with the Boston accent.
Here's a question. Movie nerds. What is the best Val Kilmer movie?
What is that movie? No, that movie's terrible.
The Saint.
That movie's.
I can tell you right. The Saint was fucking garbage.
Yeah, that's a horrible movie.
They did everything about that shit was about that fucking Volvo, like trying to promote that damn Volvo S70 or whatever that shit was.
Dude, you know what's crazy? My dad, we would go to Blockbuster out in Saratoga. You know,
hell yeah,
yeah. You know, pretty much.
Now I can't even find Saratoga. Like they changed that whole road.
Bro, Rolling Road. It's funny you say that because I went to school out there.
I used to live right there.
Yeah. The Giant's still there.
I mean, the shopping center's
so
still
hard.
there.
It's like so
basically, if you were going down Rolling Road, you know, passing the shopping center on your like left hand side.
Yes.
And if you it would just take you straight to West Springfield.
We know.
Now it's
it
like
turns
fucking
into the Parkway
and all sorts of shit. Yeah,
it's super confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking. I don't like it.
Back to the
but yeah, so we would go to Blockbuster and rent movies and things like that. And I remember that came out, and me and my dad watched it. And I just remember my dad at the end of the movie thinking or saying something like, "Yo, that was fucking horrible." You know, like that movie sucked. And
I've had my dad say that to me.
Yeah, like this movie sucked. You know, but best Val Kilmer movie.
I can tell you right now what it is.
I'm at.
Oh, all right, do it already. Because I'm not coming up with it. So
Top Gun.
Okay. Well, well, he's a little biased. It's like his favorite movie
Major
ever.
League though. Yeah.
Yeah, but like
I'm just not thinking of it as a Val Kilmer movie. That was my problem.
True,
right.
but who else?
Of
What
course,
what
yes.
else has he
No.
done that he's been good in?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Nothing.
You're right.
Dude, he's like
he
really
was the
fat.
worst fucking Batman.
Yeah. Well, actually,
Don't say Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck is like a notch above him.
I was going to say
George Clooney.
And George Clooney's a very good actor, but his heart was not in Batman. He was mailing that shit in like a motherfucker.
Well,
And also,
plus it was really
also fell
cartoony.
victim. It was like the worst written. The writing was so bad that even Arnold Schwarzenegger had to be like, "I can't believe this crap you are giving me.
Yeah.
Like I am better than this. Can you be cold?"
Do you know what was
Batman?"
really big for me? So when Batman and Robin came out in theaters, we were still young, obviously.
Oh, those were the days when we were young.
Yeah. Holy fuck, dude. Tell me about it. So something that really enticed me about that movie, I know this was out in super left field, but they were coming out with those Batman Pop-Tarts with the little bat symbols on them. Okay?
I never saw those.
You could look them up. You don't have to. Yeah, well, I mean, you can. Here, pull them up. Yeah, so they were different flavored, and they had the bat symbol. And I just thought that shit was so fucking cool. Movie came out in the summertime. I went with my two buddies. This is the first time I actually went to a movie without my dad.
Oh, big moment in life.
Or one of the first times, I should say. I can't. But it's, I'm with my two buddies. We're watching it it wasn't Springfield. I think maybe it was Hoffman or something like that. And we just had a blast. We went to the pool. I just remember going to see that.
eBay.
They're on eBay.
For, only $5.95.
Yeah, but no.
Don't eat them. That'll be like that trunk beer.
Yeah, I would not eat this shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Save it for when the virus really gets out of control.
Or is this a poster? Oh, no, it's a magnet box. Sorry.
So yeah, but I just remember the day seeing that movie. It was like the best summer day. I was like, went to the pool, we saw the movie, we had the Pop-Tarts. So as bad as that movie is,
real fruit Frosted
the experience that I had with it was great.
I get you. Also, when we were that young, we didn't realize how bad that movie was.
It's Batman. Arnold Schwarzenegger's still a big star.
Right.
I mean, it's Batman and Robin. And, it's more
Poison Ivy
futuristic.
was hot.
Yeah, Uma Thurman has always been a very attractive woman,
I don't know.
Well, not always.
She was.
Kill Bill, she was pretty fucking.
Oh, yeah.
Well, parts of it, she was pretty.
And so, I just, I just remember that good experience from that movie. So, I'll even watch it as bad as it is because it takes me back.
I get it. No, I get it.
Me back.
I can't watch that shit.
Well, yeah, because
Mr. Freeze was horrible. I'm sorry.
It's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
But it's not Arnold's fault.
No,
it's
but
the writing.
okay. So we were talking about cheesy one-liners before the show started, right? Now chill, and he's just
there's
like,
so many. Can you be cold, Batman?
Oh yeah, here. Can you Google cheesy one-liners and see if we recognize any?
RJ, you got a lot of requests today.
Very needy.
Well, you know what?
Oh, fucking high maintenance motherfucker.
Speaking of needy, do you?
So who's the needy one now?
Well, actually, I'm the neediest one. I texted Jared. I said, I know this sounds horrible.
Stay there.
All right, just make sure you catch it.
That way.
Oh yeah,
All
Stone
right.
Cold, baby.
Just like Tom Brady, baby.
There we go. I'm Gronk. I'll spike it.
Just like Tom Brady.
Please don't spike it.
Yeah,
that is
I'm
carpet
good.
over there.
I got you, RJ. So cheesy one-liners.
Yeah, cheesy
Oh,
one-liners.
that's what I was doing.
Oh, you know what? You know what's a good cheesy one-liner is?
These nuts.
Oh boy, yeah, that was cheesy.
No. Jesus.
If your nuts are cheesy, you probably need a shower. But Die Hard with a Vengeance at the end, and I'm not worried about fucking spoiler alerts here, okay?
Yeah.
So you know when Simon is up in the helicopter?
Yeah.
And so Bruce Willis shoots up at the electrical cord, and he says, "Say hello to your brother."
Yeah. That's a really good one.
And then on the show 24, Jack Bauer used that line one time, and the way he said it, I'm like, this has to be a nod to Die Hard 3 because he said it just like that. He was like, "Say hello to your brother."
Dude, 24 was a pretty dope show.
It's my favorite show ever. Fucking
Dude, you know what's crazy?
Jack Bauer is the man.
Dude, you know what's crazy? That show is pretty dope. I don't because
I'm
I guess
rewatching
because
it again.
I might have to watch this shit because like it. I think after a certain season, I stopped watching, but I thoroughly enjoyed watching it. You know, and it's like, hey, you know, it's just like Die Hard. How can the same thing happen to the same guy multiple times? You know what I mean?
Right.
No, it's Christmas and there's a terrorist, and it's like, oh, I'm awake for 24 hours. You know, and all that other stuff. So it.
Yeah, Die Hard is my favorite movie. 24 is my favorite show.
Did you find anything, Jared?
I did, but you were talking.
Oh, so here, can you pull it back up?
We were nerding out about Bauer.
Have you watched what is it, Designated Survivor?
Yeah, I liked it. But
Okay, sorry.
No.
Well, whenever you're ready, sorry.
It was good, and then it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
And then when they moved it to Netflix, I really wasn't.
And they started cussing in it. They were like, "Fuck," and I was just like, "Whoa!" I was like, "This is a little weird."
I just couldn't keep. I was always thinking of it as like Jack
fuck this
Bauer's
one-liner
president
shit.
now.
We're done with the one-liners.
Nah, come on, man.
All right, we're sorry, Jared. We're sorry.
All right, last time I'm not
Tell
talking.
me to bring the shit up and then fucking.
We're sorry.
All right,
for
so what do we
talking
got,
on the
Jared? What do we got?
podcast.
I don't know. Fucking read that shit.
I got to
Too much
I got to use my
time.
beady eyes to read it.
8 o'clock yesterday. I was very.
8 o'clock yesterday.
No, these are like jokes. We want like from movies, right? We want movie
Oh, you didn't
quotes.
say that.
Yeah.
Oh,
we
yeah,
want-
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
We
were-
thought you would know.
with our line of conversation. I thought it was,
Jesus.
say hello to your
No,
brother.
y'all were talking about just cheesy one-liners in general earlier. Not like
Okay.
This one's gonna hurt.
But that one that you just pulled up, 8 o'clock yesterday, it was time consuming. Come on, man. That's great. It's like
that wasn't cheesy though.
but that's like a
That's
good
just
dad.
highbrow humor, right?
Dude,
there.
that's like it's like a good dad joke, right?
good dad jokes.
Most cringeworthy one-liners action.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, there we
yes,
go.
this
There we
is
go.
what we
That's
want,
the
yes.
good stuff.
How many?
Oh,
boy.
Shit.
Dude, it's so fitting that it's Star Wars on the cover, dude.
We had to start with Anakin frolicking around with Padme.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
When you were like, is it possible to make Darth Vader uncool? And Star Wars was like, hold my beer, motherfuckers.
Yeah, they fucked that shit up.
Right.
That was George Lucas fucking did that shit.
Annie.
But
Got some good memes out of it.
the problem is because he didn't start out with the beginning of the story. He had to start in the middle of the story. So everybody fell in love with the middle of the story / the end.
You still could have done it better.
Yeah, could have. He was trying to push the envelope.
Get
Force
off my
One.
plane, yeah.
Oh, Air Force
That's
One.
a great
Oh,
one,
get
yeah.
off my
plane. Yes.
And then the fucking parachute opens while he's
Classic, dude. Harrison Ford was a great action star back in the day.
Oh yeah, look at it.
That was Gary Oldman, dude.
Oh, Gary Oldman's a fucking
man.
beast actor.
Yeah,
Gary
super
Oldman
great,
is
dude.
great.
Remember The Professional?
Yes,
Yeah,
I was about to say that.
My
dude.
favorite shit is he was like bring everybody, or he was like he was like, what do you mean everybody? Or I don't remember what the guy said. He was like everyone, yo, and I was like, yo, this dude's really fucking.
There's
pissed.
a lot of underrated great actors out there.
Yo, Gary Oldman is a fucking beast.
And he can play so many roles. Yes,
Yeah.
Mr.
Yeah,
Freeze.
There it is.
Mr. Freeze.
All right, everybody, chill.
Oh my god.
His whole dialogue is just
Dude,
nothing but cheesy one-liners.
Yeah. Bro, his suit, he said it wore like almost like 100 pounds or something.
And
like
it probably took forever to get into all that. Like the makeup and everything.
Goddamn, I guess I gotta accept.
Oh, Welcome to Earth. Yep, that's a big one. Will Smith, Independence Day. Also, it is so stupid in Independence Day. Okay, so this alien, it's like it's actually the alien is like inside of the outer thing. You know, that's just its But somehow these things that are supposedly like so indestructible, Will Smith just gives it an uppercut. Yeah, and it's like this motherfucker's knocked out. Like,
yeah, but part of it, they said that they're basically the same. They're just as susceptible to things as humans are. So that's why.
But meanwhile, they kill all those doctors, scientists, whatever. But Will Smith could just fucking knock them out.
You didn't see the second one.
Oh, I did.
They didn't kill. They didn't. Okay. Remember, we thought
I made myself watch it. I wish
we thought Dr. Oaken, which was Data, Brent Spinner, however you want to say it.
Yeah, we thought he was dead, but
he was dead, but he wasn't dead. So they didn't really kill him. They just, I don't know, choked him out.
Well, yeah, but when he goes up and puts his hand on his pulse or on his neck, dude, after he's choked by strangled, when the thing jumps out in the little surgical room in the first one,
yes,
he looks fucking dead.
He looks dead. He was asleep
with his eyes open. Okay,
yes.
All right.
There's a lot of things about Independence Day that when you look back, it's just fucking stupid, though.
No, I love it too much. Oh, Steven Seagal.
Seagal. Oh, he's a cheesy one-liner guy.
Yeah, he is.
Wait, which one is this?
I'm gonna take the bank, Senator Trent. Take the blood bank.
Oh man, Jared did the pause perfectly too.
What the fuck, dude?
I was like, wait,
are you allowed to play that? You're probably not, right? Like the actual clip.
I don't know. I hope it doesn't. Well, we'll play it, but
this is the only one.
Just talk money now and a lot more when I get in that office. I can take that to the bank.
I'm going to take you to the bank, Senator Trent. To the blood bank.
Oh, the sound effects after were great,
that was
too.
bad.
Dude, 90s action is by far the best, man.
That's just loud as shit.
Yeah, that was
really actually very loud. I'm glad somebody said it because I'm like,
I have
little
super
deaf
sensitive
right now.
ears, so I don't want to be the guy to say it. But yeah,
It probably won't be. It won't be as loud on there. I turned it down.
Yes, this storm one is so bad. Oh my god.
This one is bad.
Yeah. You know what
happens
happens to a toad when it gets electrocuted by lightning?
Struck by lightning.
I'm sorry. The same thing that happens to everything else. Because it's also with her bad fake African accent that she drops throughout. Sometimes she uses it, sometimes she doesn't.
Bro.
She was the worst one.
And then by the second movie, she totally has dropped the accent.
Because they probably got some shit for her.
Well, you got to remember this. This is the first one. It came out, 2000?
She was some shit in that movie.
Yeah, I know. But it was cool.
This is like George Clooney as Batman. Halle Berry is such a better actress than she is as Storm.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I 100%
Now,
agree.
I love that X-Men movie. Like, great stuff. But just her performance, not that good.
Yeah, well, dude, this fucking Logan, Wolverine.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman steals the show, baby.
Yeah, that's my guy, man.
Patrick Stewart's great, too.
Okay, so what do you got? James Bond?
What the fuck?
Oh, no.
Does that look like fucking James Bond?
No, I got the glass. I got beady eyes.
Take the fucking glasses off.
No, then people can see my beady eyes.
Oh, my God. Let's see. I don't like sand. It's coarse, rough, and irritating. And it gets everywhere. Oh, maybe in your clip.
Oh, wow.
Not like you. You're everything soft.
And smooth. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Oh, that shit was so
God.
gross. I kind of wanted to hear.
That whole relationship is just...
It's gross.
Also, by the way, because they met when she was like 15 and he was like 6.
Dude, that's like the teacher shit right there.
12. I said she's 12.
All right, but still.
Yeah.
It's a little...
There's an age gap there.
Damn.
I don't think she was 12.
She was
I've said that before. No.
Oh, wow.
No, you didn't.
Cut the fucking mics off now. Jesus Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening, Psych Now.
This will be the final episode of the Mad Scientist Lab.
What's that? What's that like? There's a severe weather alert, like the black and gray joint, where it's like, yeah, just cuts off immediately.
I can put that up there.
No, you should do it.
Let's go back.
All right, here. Let's peep. Let's peep this one.
I'm not gonna watch it.
Top Gun.
Oh,
there you go.
Yeah, this is the one. This is You Are Still Dangerous. This is Val Kilmer again, folks.
Oh, okay.
You Are Still Dangerous.
Okay, you got to watch that
but
one.
you can be my wingman anytime.
Hold on.
Yeah, because you got to hear his accent.
You are still dangerous.
But you can be my wingman anytime.
Oh my God! Look at him smile.
So gay.
You can be mine.
Hug.
Anal plug.
Wow. I thought it was going to be too gay to say kiss. But
Jesus Christ.
Anal plug.
I got news for you. That means you're gay.
It's not. It's anyway. All right.
Oh, jeez, God.
Well, that was fun. Let us clap. For the Mad Scientist Lab podcast, if you are still listening out there, you should like, share, and subscribe right now. The little bell here at the bottom. Wait.
Click for notifications.
Click for notifications. So every Monday, you can get your weekly dosage of scientistry.
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah.
Scientistry.
Yeah. I know it's not a word, but...
Is that another one of those classes you took in high school?
No. No, that's Scientology.
Make up your own words, kids.
Creative vocabulary.
Fong, you know. Have you ever seen, what is it, that, or not seen it, but that book in elementary school, Frindle? Have you ever read Frindle?
Sounds familiar.
It's like the guy he makes up that name for his pen, but it's not a word in the dictionary, and then it ends up becoming a word in the dictionary.
Like when The Rock made up SmackDown.
Well, dude, SmackDown is... Well, we're not going to talk about that because
it got added to the dictionary.
It's added to the dictionary.
And it's a word that The Rock made up and then became a TV show. Yeah.
Dude, I didn't know it was in the dictionary. That's fucking sweet.
All because of The Rock.
I can smell that.
I can definitely smell it indeed. All right. Take a
Indeed.
Beer. It's hard to see in this beer with my beady eyes.
Oh,
stupid little beady eyes, what?
Fucking stupid little beady eyes.
Well,
on that note.
Yeah, anyway. So
I
can't tell if he's trying to end or if he's
No. I'm down to keep talking.
Oh.
Like,
all right.
So I mean, what do you guys want to talk about, like weird shit?
Well, I will say real quick, last time I was on, it was the day before the Royal Rumble, and we had no idea who was going to win, and we watched together and with our buddy Christian. And
it was nice. It was a nice wrestling nerd moment.
I got news for you. That means you're gay.
It does not, folks. Watching wrestling with your grown man friends there's nothing wrong with that at all.
Not at all. All right, and I think we were very happy that Edge won.
Yeah, no. I thought the overall show was pretty dope, man.
Well, yeah, it was a very good show. We had a lot of fun.
And then the spot where Paul Heyman couldn't get
Roman that was Reigns, bad. That was bad.
That was you could clearly tell
it was fake. It was like this is where it wasn't one of those things where like a move looked fake, but it was one of these things where they were stalling for time, and it was like, man.
So basically, right, to inform Jared, because I know he doesn't watch and he never will. To inform the audience. The audience. And Jared is a part of the audience.
Yes.
So Roman Reigns was handcuffed to, I guess, Titantron type pillar. And
what the fuck does that mean?
It's a big video screen.
Yeah, it's the video screens, like the pillars that hold them up.
Okay. It's a match called a last man standing match, what means to win the match, your opponent has to be down on the ground for 10 seconds.
Like can't answer the count of 10, like a boxing match.
So the idea was, okay, I'm going to handcuff him here, so now he can't get up.
Yeah.
But then at a certain point, it became clear, you can get up, and then what was it? The ref stopped counting.
So what was happening?
He was supposed to get up and the manager was supposed to come free him, he was taking too long, and so the ref just stopped counting.
So basically, it was a really bad spot.
Yeah.
So basically, Roman Reigns he couldn't get up. He's arm shackled to this thing, and the referee is counting. The first referee and that referee gets to 9, so he grabs him right with his free arm, and he yanks him forward into a metal scaffolding, and it knocks him out. So therefore, the ref's knocked out, he can't keep counting. Then another ref comes out, starts counting, right? Fuck you, Jared.
I love it. I love it.
So another ref starts counting, right? And Paul Heyman, who is Roman Reigns' manager, runs over with the key, who he just miraculously has it, starts to try to unlock it while the referee is counting to 10, right? But he was taking so long to fucking unlock the handcuffs, the ref just stopped counting. We all saw it.
Right.
He was like 6, and then he just...
Right, and we're like, why are you stopped counting?
And then Michael Cole and them, they were like, oh my God, what's happening? And Roman Reigns was like on his tippy toes like this to make it look like, I don't know, it was a bad spot.
It's one of those moments where you're like, this is why I'm embarrassed to tell people I like wrestling.
It was, you know.
The rest of the show was great.
Yeah, the match itself was pretty damn good.
Up until then,
Up until that point, and then...
It just took you out of the moment.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like, I can't suspend disbelief anymore. Like...
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to do, suspend disbelief.
Right, it's just like watching a movie, and
And then they never like really addressed it, and they were like, this never happened.
Right, they just tried to act like, like, what are you talking about? Like, often, wrestling, with the writing and stuff, they will act like we have no memory, because they will not acknowledge things that happened just like a few months ago. But I'm like, yeah, you normally don't not acknowledge things that happened 3 seconds ago.
Yeah.
Like, this is bad.
Well, that's one of the classes that I took in school was drama. So, or theater, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I took that too.
I never took that. I wanted to take it.
Yeah, you took all the other creative classes.
Right, you only have so many periods in a day.
It's like, fuck
me.
Creative writing and fucking everything else. But anyway, that's one of the things, like, if there's a fuck up, you just keep going.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times the audience won't even notice, like, if there is a fuck up.
Yeah, but this was very noticeable.
Well,
this was
I don't want
a
to say
big
that.
fuck up.
I don't want to say that they will notice, but like if you just keep going, it's like, all right, but the show has to go. The show must go on. That's where that comes from. It's like you can't fucking.
And that has always been a motto in wrestling. I mean, so much so that when Owen Hart died in the middle of the ring, basically the show went on.
Yeah,
that's a different story.
That's crazy how that happened. Now you get older and you think about it. It's like, wow, that like really they just kept wrestling.
He fell, right?
He unfortunately he did fall to his death.
I've pretty much every pay-per-view that's on WWE Network, which is like all of them, you know, it's every WWF pay-per-view, WCW, ECW, all that. I've watched all of them. I think like the only one I've never gone back and rewatched is the one where Owen Hart died, because I'm just like, even though obviously that part is edited out.
I don't think I could watch that.
I'm like, I just can't enjoy the rest of the show knowing what happened, you know. And I'm glad I wasn't watching that live. I didn't order that pay-per-view because I just
I actually didn't find out till the next day at school.
Yeah,
I didn't get it either.
Yeah, I didn't have internet back then. Like, so yeah, it was one of those deals. The next day at school, you're like, hey, did you watch the pay-per-view last night? And of course, you're not thinking Owen Hart died. You're like, oh, who won the Rock's match? Who won Stone Cold's match? You know?
Yeah.
And then like, oh yeah, well, Stone Cold lost to the Undertaker, but also this happened. And you're like, what? You're like, but that's a storyline, right? Like that's fake, right? Like he's gonna come out tonight or something. You're like,
yeah, that's
no,
one of
like
those things.
he's dead.
Yeah,
like,
and his wife still blames the company, and she will not allow them to put him in their Hall of Fame, or even though it's obviously
because that's his name.
Yeah, no, well,
but I do it for the fans.
My thing is fucking Bret Hart. Still fucks with him though.
Yeah, they had a reconciliation. Although Bret Hart is just the most bitter old man ever.
Yeah, if you're a wrestling fan,
about everything.
Yeah, he's Bret Hart is one of the greatest wrestlers of all time.
Yeah,
but if in his he had his career was ended early, and if you look at that Goldberg stuff, man, he was actually wrestling a couple weeks after that kick to the head.
I was at that match.
You saw that live?
I was at MCI Center.
Yeah, so you actually saw that happen.
Yeah, and when he kicked him in the head, it was so loud you could hear it. I was in the club level, and I could hear like that kick to the head. And
he's had a stroke. I mean, Bret Hart
he's been through a lot.
Yeah, he's been through a lot, and so maybe
you could see where he would become a disgruntled, bitter old man.
Yeah, and it's just I think it's as a fan as you get older, it's kind of hard to see and hard to watch. And it's like
I was there at the Hall of Fame 2 years ago when a fan jumped into the ring and attacked him.
Oh yeah, that did happen. That's so crazy.
That was crazy,
bro. You should never go to anything Bret Hart's at, dude.
right. Yeah, I am bad luck. I wasn't at the Montreal Screwjob at least.
Oh no.
So.
Well, that's something.
What was that we went to?
That was
SmackDown 1000.
Oh yeah, I was there.
You were there?
Oh yeah,
this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Look, man, that's probably
I'm pretty sure. No, we were at Lucky's together before the show.
We were. Yeah,
we were all drinking at Lucky's before we went. Yeah,
and so believe it or not, that's
somebody
before,
drank so much he doesn't remember.
No, but we had my sister.
I got trashed as hell.
My sister got me tickets. Okay, I drove out to DC. She got it as a late birthday present for me. I haven't been to a show.
I don't think that's how that happened.
What, SmackDown 1000?
Yeah,
my sister.
No,
I was with my sister.
I remember that. Yeah, because we had talked about going together, and then he got the tickets.
So how did I get tickets? Well, me and Brandon went, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
how did we get tickets right next to you though?
You weren't next to us. You guys were lower than us. I was all the way up, kind of in the.
Okay. Now I'm tripping because I've been to a few. And
so with that being said, we went to the show, and it was so obviously I haven't been to a show since I was a kid. All right, like honestly,
man. So that must have been awesome.
Yeah. So, but I was at Battleground 2 years before. So that was the first show that I went to in. I mean, since I was a kid, man. So I had a blast. Just to be there, with the atmosphere. I mean, you're a wrestling fan, man. You get it. And the only thing I thought was funny is when I was at Battleground, even when at SmackDown 1000, dude. People were coming out. I just lose my mind, bro. Like, I do. I legitimately say, you know what, fuck it. Everybody around me, I don't care who it is, I'll scream my head off, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I wish we were on the other side, though, because, like, they kept facing the other way.
Oh,
well, that's where the camera, that's where the camera is.
I don't understand where the camera is. I wish we had gotten tickets on that.
Well, it was kind of a last minute. Yeah, well, it's kind of a last minute thing.
But if they ever do it again.
But if you ever go to a wrestling event,
the last show with fans, it was here a year ago.
Yeah, if you're a fan, like going to see it, especially like up close, it's just fun, man.
Even if you don't like wrestling, I've been to wrestling shows with a number of people that are not wrestling fans. It's just a fun. It's like what people say about hockey.
It's a show.
People always say like, even if you don't like hockey on TV, you'll love it at the game.
Yeah,
and that's what happened to me. I was never a hockey fan until I went to a game 11 years ago.
I'm the opposite. I like hockey now.
Oh, I love hockey, but I was not into it until I went to a game. And the only thing I've had people that they were never into wrestling, and I took them to a show, and then they were like, you know what, this is pretty fun. Like my dad, he despised wrestling. He always would hate on it when I was watching it. And, being a good dad, he took me to a few shows, and the first show, he was miserable, and the guy behind him spilled his beer on him too, so he was double miserable. Oh. But I remember the last time he went with me, I actually won tickets on the radio on the Sports Junkies. I won tickets to SmackDown. Oh, man, it's 20 years ago. I'm so old. This is literally 20 years ago, and it was real good seats for SmackDown. And so I went with my dad. And at one point, he says to me, "Oh, how come Stone Cold didn't come out when The Rock was calling him out?" And I'm like, "You're paying attention? What the like?" So even he got into it, and he hates wrestling.
Yeah, right? But during that time, that was
it was a lot better. Yeah,
I mean, well, yeah, it's the atmosphere was different. I mean, you could even see it in the crowds nowadays, man. Like. Not currently, obviously, but before pre-COVID.
They are going to have fans at WrestleMania in Tampa, and I am planning to go.
Well, it's going to be outdoors, which is
it's just
smart.
Same stadium as the Super Bowl.
I was going to say Tampa's got everything this year.
Yeah,
actually, to be honest, everything is happening between Florida and Georgia.
Because Florida Georgia line.
Yeah, because
do you like their music?
They're fucking open.
Don't put them on Super Bowl.
I mean, I was a fan of wrestling when I was a kid because I grew up. I'm older than y'all, so I grew up when what was the name of that cartoon? It was like Junkyard Dog, Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, Rock and Wrestling.
Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
So I was watching that. I was every Saturday morning. You get up, you watch the highlights from the week before.
Yeah.
Fucking Ric Flair going to fuck off. Fucking the Four Horsemen, all that shit.
Dude, you don't remember what was it? WCW Saturday Night.
Yep.
Like
6:05 on TBS.
Yes. Yeah. There you go. And you wouldn't think
that's after me.
Yeah. No, I think that was kind of around when me and Shawn are a little younger than you.
But you do remember when everything on TBS started at 05, right? You do remember that at least.
I think so. I remember I started watching again when I was in the military, when like The Rock and Stone Cold were around.
No, but I know what you're talking about.
I remember one time we were watching, and speaking of people like getting hurt in the ring, I remember seeing. I forgot what match it was, but what's her name? Lita, fucking She got slammed and fucking cracked her head on the top of a ladder. I was like, yo, she is fucked up right now. How the fuck is she still going? She was out for a minute, but I just saw her get slammed and it was like, Plaka. I was like, yo, that's a real ladder.
Right. That's the thing. Yeah. People talk about fake, but there's some things you can't fake. Yeah. Like you can't fake gravity. Yeah. And you can't fake a ladder is a ladder. Mm-hmm. Like,
and you know, it's crazy. Speaking of injuries, like I guess seeing some live, I think the one thing, especially as a kid, the craziest one I ever saw, because I couldn't believe it happened, and I'm sure you've seen it, is when Sid Vicious broke his leg.
Oh my God, it's gruesome.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I remember watching it, and I'm thinking like, bro, this guy's leg is bent the other way.
It's like,
it's literally like an L, dude.
Where's he at these days?
Oh, he's been retired for a long time.
Oh yeah, no.
I don't know what. To be honest with you.
Speaking of that, have y'all seen Tom Segura? His fall?
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it.
Look it up. It's because they play it every week almost.
Right.
But
no, but I just remember
I can't watch it anymore.
Yeah, well, I just remember legitimately as a kid watching it in the kitchen. I remember I was watching it in the kitchen and fucking his leg broke because he jumped off the rope, and it's like the most bizarre accident.
Out of all the injuries you've seen, whether it be football, wrestling, whatever, where somebody's foot, just turns the total wrong way, this is the worst one.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad, dude.
Oh my God.
I mean, I didn't even think somebody's leg could bend like that.
Right.
And I was thinking like,
you're like, is this an action figure? That's not a human being.
Wait, so did y'all ever see Anderson Silva when he did that kick and he broke his leg?
I definitely saw that. That's. I mean, they're all nasty, man. But I think this was my first.
Worse.
This one was my first experience watching like a live sporting event, or even though wrestling is, however you want to perceive.
That was a live sporting event.
But no, I get you though, because I saw the Silva thing after the fact.
No, I'm not talking about Silva. I'm talking about the wrestling thing.
I saw the Sid Vicious. Yeah, when there is something about when you see it live in the moment. Because when I saw the Anderson Silva thing, it was like I knew going in. Somebody was like, "Hey, you got to look at this clip."
I saw it. I was watching it.
I watched it live.
So
when it happened
there's
too.
such an impact. Yeah, in that moment, like.
But that's the second time I've seen it happen. Like, because I watch a lot of MMA. I do it. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen it happen. What's his name? Corey? Is it Corey Hill? I can't remember the guy's name. But he was an Ultimate Fighter show, and he did the same thing. Tried to kick. Guy checked the kick with when you check a kick, you check it with your shin. You hit it the wrong way. If you try to kick somebody the wrong way, your shit's gonna fucking snap.
Yeah.
Same thing. That's what happened with Anderson Silva. He threw the kick. Guy checked it. Doop, snap.
There's been some bad basketball injuries. Like,
I've seen a few too, man.
Oh, yeah.
All right, this is making my brain hurt. I don't want to talk about people's pain.
Making like my knees hurt.
There's a lot of it.
So. Yeah, I know. Jesus Christ. And that beady eyes.
7/8.
After you guys leave, I'm going to keep these sunglasses on so I don't have to look at myself. Every time I go in the bathroom, I'm going to be like, hey, you.
Okay, Elvis.
Yeah. So did he die? He died on the toilet, right?
Yes, that is a legendary Elvis story.
Okay. We talk about so many people dying and shit.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't know. Well, he brought up Elvis
episode.
Well, that's what
there are a lot of great Elvis stories though. Like he had his people buy a bunch of.
I'm putting my glasses back on. He started laughing, and I knew it was at my face.
No, I was laughing. I was laughing because I knew you were gonna feel some type of way.
Because I feel weird right now.
Take them off.
No, man. I'm leaving them on
so people can see your face.
Oh, there we go. Wow, that's why they tune in.
Yeah, that's why they tune in right there.
All for you.
Here, I'll leave it like this.
Yeah, but Elvis had his people buy a bunch of cameras. He filled up his pool with them. Because he wanted to shoot them and see all the bulbs go off. Like, this was a fun idea to him. So imagine Elvis just sitting out back with a pool full of cameras, just shooting them so they flash.
That's a real thing.
What the fuck?
That guy's
a weirdo, man.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
but people used to love him.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I'm not gonna lie. I love some Elvis songs.
I don't think I've ever.
And imagine a character like Elvis in today's culture, where we have so much more access to celebrities. You know,
that's true. Yeah,
but he was like he was one of the first like real celebrities. You know, like where people were just so engulfed in everything about him. You know, like well, thank you very much. You are a great audience.
Yeah, no, I think you're right.
Motherfucker.
No, but I think you're right. Like stardom and stuff like that. You know, fandom.
Yeah.
I was watching this reaction video on YouTube at work. It was like celebrities like surprising fans kind of thing, and there was one with Paul McCartney. He was with Jimmy Fallon and stuff, and there were some older ladies in the elevator. The way this scenario was playing out, and they saw Paul McCartney, and you could tell that they were fans of his since they were like probably fucking 11, 12 years old,
right.
And they're freaking the fuck out, dude. I mean, people are and you're talking about people idolizing, you know, stars. I mean, this was years ago, dude. This is like 60, probably 50, you know, whatever years ago, and they're still fans, and they're still like starstruck by you. Right. You know what I mean? That's pretty wild.
You have to understand how big the fucking Beatles were.
No. I mean, my mom tells me, well, not all the time, but my mom loves the Beatles.
Yeah, my mom's huge Beatles.
She's been to their concerts.
My mom
she had their first record.
She said she had posters all over her.
Oh yeah,
room.
dude, it's the Beatles, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus Christ, they were really a big deal, man.
That's
Rolling
crazy.
Stones too.
Yeah, really a big deal.
Yeah, I went to see Rolling Stones 2 years ago, July 4th. They were at FedEx Field. I went with my mom and sister, and like, yeah, my mom, I mean, she loves the Beatles, but she's even more into the Rolling Stones. And I've just always wanted to see them because I'm like, they're not my favorite band, but I'm like, it's kind of like, you know, even if you don't like Tom Brady, you have to acknowledge like they're the greatest. And I love them, but they're not my favorite.
You have to acknowledge that they're the greatest.
It was a cool
I have
experience.
no problem with the Rolling Stones.
Well,
I like the Rolling Stones.
What about Tom Brady?
That's debatable.
Okay.
Could he play guitar? He could do everything, so.
That motherfucker can do it.
Probably can walk on water for all we know.
Fucking
but anyway.
right. Fucking right.
I tell you, he's got a different set of genes. I'm telling you right
He's 43. Like, that's...
Shut the fuck up. I'm so sick of hearing about Brady this, Brady that. It's like,
I'm 36. I could barely get up to come do this podcast today. You know?
That's because you don't...
I didn't know you were that old.
Take care of yourself.
I had no idea. I had no idea you were older than me. That's so crazy. I had no idea that you were that much older than me.
Well, you know, I'm young at heart.
That much?
Well, I remember when you first told me your age when I met you. I was like, "There's no fucking way."
Hey, you know what? I put mine out there, so I think y'all need to put yours out.
Well,
there.
They know how old I am.
I'm 32.
I had a birthday party on this podcast. Go back and look at the episode, wherever the fuck it was.
Yeah, we celebrated Jared's birthday with alcohol and cameras.
And
I just know Jared starts with a different number than ours. Yeah.
And it's a smaller one.
I don't know.
It's a smaller number.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were that young though. You're only 32.
Yeah, I'm only 32, man.
Oh.
Bro, I had no idea you were 36. This blows my fucking mind.
This kind of blows my mind.
Yeah, holy fuck, our minds are blown. So, Jared... I had no idea.
Big moment in our friendship right here.
What the fuck? Yeah.
We've been friends for years, have no idea how old each other are.
That's fucking crazy, dude. I literally see you all the fucking time, dude.
I think we both just assumed we were like the same age.
Yeah, like just because we like the same.
Because you both like wrestling.
That's right, because wrestling is then, now and forever. There you go.
Woo!
Gay?
Sweet.
All right.
Yeah. Suck it.
Gay? All right.
We love wrestling and pizza.
Yeah, there we go, man. See.
I got news for you.
I hate this fucking thing.
You know,
dude, Greg was so good at finding that clip, dude.
Yeah.
And speaking of Greg, we miss you.
Shout out, Greg.
We miss you, Greg.
One of these days, we're going to be on the same episode. One of these days.
Yeah. No bullshit.
I've given up hope. Just like two other people that were supposed to be here today.
Well, the other guy, he told me.
Well, at least one other guy.
Yeah, I thought you said somebody else was going to be here.
Yeah, his I guess the weather and his vehicle is not, or the vehicle he has, he's not, because he's coming from kind of far. He's not really trying to make that trip, and it's fine. He would like to come over next weekend. I told him that's completely fine.
We'll see, because somebody else was.
Well, hey, it's a free for all here at the Mad Scientist Lab.
If you really want to be here, be here.
You'll be here.
Hey man, yeah, you know, get it like the old Opie and Anthony shows where they just had all those comedians in there. You know, your boys Segura and fucking Jim Norton, Patrice O'Neal, all these great comedians together. Like,
I wish I knew some comedians.
Hey, you know two right here, okay?
Yeah, we're funny guys.
Yeah.
We're funny people.
Funny looking.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
What's the matter with you?
My beady eyes.
Why are we talking like this?
No. I don't know, man.
This a guy here. I don't know.
Yeah, you saw what he did when Mike Bozzelli was here. He started talking like that. I was like, what the fuck, man?
Dude, it's like white on white crime or something like that. I don't know.
No, that's not white. Well, I guess you are part Italian, huh?
I am.
How did an Italian? Never mind.
I don't know. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. I don't want to know.
Oh, I know. It's like Stalin and
Nah, get out of
Mussolini.
here. Mussolini.
Wait, Stalin was Russian.
Yeah, I'm not.
Damn, Hitler.
I am like
Hitler and Mussolini.
No, I got a little bit of what is it? Polish or Turkish in me? Something like that. That sounded gay as fuck, did it not? I've got a little Polish and Turkish in me.
No, I had so many thoughts running through my brain.
Smoked sausage.
Yeah, no bullshit, Vienna style. Yeah. Oh my
speak
god.
for yourself, champ.
All right. That's she.
Sausage Parmesan.
Damn, making me hungry,
Dude. I
might have to order some Bozzelli's pizza.
Well,
BozzelliDeli.com.
I'm gonna do what our buddy Shawn won better, and I'm gonna order some pizzas from his shop.
I tried. Mike, I tried.
Well,
I will admit, you know what?
Yo, hold on, Mike Bozzelli, I love you. You came to my house. You were a wonderful man.
And that was a great episode.
It was.
That's one of the best episodes.
Did you watch it all the way to the end? I think some of the best content was all the way at the end, and a lot of people didn't watch all the way to the end.
I mean, well,
we started talking about wine and.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like, okay, my buddy, shout out to Manny, my buddy John, that lives up in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
In Wisconsin.
Is it Manny or John?
Well,
that was two names there.
Oh, hold on. Okay, let me tell you.
Manny is not short for John.
Hold on. Let me tell you. Hold on.
All right.
Let me tell you the story. So I've actually known this guy since I was probably 18, but I've known him. We played video games together, man. Like dead serious. And
I believed you.
But you met online.
Yeah.
Okay,
I met him playing Halo.
He's leaving out details.
Yeah.
Oh, so I met him playing Halo back when I was 18, 19 years old. And
that's crazy. People can meet like that.
Yeah.
How many times during this show has RJ said, back when I was in high school, back when I was a teenager?
Because my life is weird now, and I don't know what to talk about.
High school and Papa John's, that's all there is.
I get it.
There's a big gap. Because
finish your story.
So anyway, his gamer tag at the time was a Manticore. All right.
Oh.
And so I used to just call him Manny. Like, hey, Manny. And so
right, okay.
And anyway, he listens to our show regularly. Thank you, John.
Yeah, he does. Hey, shout out to you, brother.
And he was like, I think some of your best episodes are when people come on and they're informed and they know what they're talking about. He said,
we agree.
Yeah, so he said the one you guys did with Bozzelli, he said I thought it was great because he's informative. It's not us just drunken ramble for 2 hours or whatever it is.
It's the opposite of this.
That's what people. That's
okay.
I think we've given information. Like I don't want to say information, but people want to see like good conversation. Like if we bring somebody on, we've brought people on and they
say nothing.
They
don't talk.
Yeah, it's like
they just look at you,
bro. It's like
I'm here.
You said you wanted to be here. Like what the fuck?
Right.
Like,
and they're like this. It's but it's okay, man. I mean, this is a work in progress and something that we are still developing. So, but everybody that we do know personally that does like, share, and subscribe.
I don't think it's so much in development anymore. I think
we're a thing now.
I think it is
fully developed.
Yeah.
We are out of the training bra.
I mean, we're gonna improve where we can here. That, but
I like my training bra. Go ahead, continue.
I think. What I think is this is a thing, and I don't think we're going anywhere.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere. That's pretty cool.
I started thinking about it a lot more recently.
I need to get better headphones. I just have a big head. This is why I'm in pain.
I think that should be the name of the episode. Big head.
Yeah, well, that might be misinterpreted.
Maybe we'll see.
Sexually. Anyway,
RJ's big head.
No, I can't do RJ. No, I started thinking about it. Just listening to other stuff because, like I said before, I listened to other podcasts. Just to kind of see what is going on. A lot of them, man, it's like 5 to 10 years before. I don't want to say 5 to 10 years, at least 5 years of constantly putting shit out before they can even catch traction.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's just fucking great.
I mean, it is what it is. But as we go along, as long as we just keep putting shit out, it doesn't matter if like we want to change studio. Like we're gonna probably be moving studios soon. We still got to just keep putting the content out regardless. So it is what it is.
Dude, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to build us a house to do this in.
Well, I mean, however we do it. I mean, however we can get it done. It'll happen. We just
but in all seriousness, I genuinely have fun doing the show.
Yeah, I love every time you guys have me over. It's a blast.
No, but I think
we love having you over too.
We do, man. Honestly, you've been over. Actually, you're our most frequent guest,
most constant.
All right,
consistent.
I love it.
Yeah,
consistent is what we're looking for.
So, but even even I know Jared obviously pushes the show a lot more than I do. I mean, I do, but I don't do it obviously on Jared's scale and how he does his things. But at work,
I don't. What do I do more?
I don't know. I just feel this is me making an assumption about how you do things.
I don't know what I do, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think it's just in me. Like I like marketing. I like the internet. I like social media. So.
No, but a couple of my, the couple of people at work. I think I told you. I told him. I can't remember how it came up, but I told him. I said, "Oh yeah, I do this on Saturdays with my buddy." And then a mutual friend of ours was like, "Oh yeah, he's been doing it for a while now." And a couple of the guys in our shop, I don't know how often they listen, or how much they listen, but they do listen. And I thought that was kind of cool because I don't really know some of these guys that well.
Right.
They're all very nice, but they were like, "Oh yeah, me and so were listening to that the other day," and I was like, "I don't even speak to that guy," So I thought that was pretty cool.
But see, that's the thing. Like you got to kind of market. If you don't market with anybody, that's why I need to. I should have bought you some fucking stickers. So you have to market this shit.
Which one of y'all runs your social media shit? Yeah,
I do everything, bro.
So. Yeah, I thought so.
Why?
Well, I just wanted to confirm my suspicion.
No.
Wait, what is it? Is it bad?
No, it's good. No. I was like,
that's the black guy.
When you were talking, when RJ was saying like, "Oh, Jared's out there pushing," and you're like, "Oh, what do I do?" I was thinking, aren't you the one that's fucking doing, like the Facebook? And YouTube and
Well,
shit?
well, we share it, but in terms of like running the actual page, I mean, that's Jared. I mean, the merchandise, like the stickers and basically everything you see is his.
Although when I read the descriptions, I was, like I can read it and tell, like, oh, that's RJ.
Well, for the last, I don't know, probably 2 to 3 months he's been doing.
I was gonna say I thought there was a change. Yeah, I thought
because I was doing them, but I was doing them after editing and doing the thumbnail and all that. Right. So like by the time I get to that part, I'm like, man, whatever, fuck it. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It.
So I was
like, do something, RJ.
Yeah, I was like, dog, I need some help.
yeah. So no, but it's like Jared said, being creative. Earlier, it allows me to. I think when I write things or I text things or I look at things like much differently. Like I don't know, it's really hard to. I feel like I can be more outgoing if I write something down.
You're a good writer, man. Like you used to
rap. Writing class.
You used to fucking write.
I used to drop bars.
Oh shit!
Okay, why did he become Boston?
Battle rap?
Yeah. He became
I don't know why I keep doing that. I think I just do it out of just necessity to think it's funny, but it's not
cultural appropriation.
And I've got no problem with
day. I did used to battle rap people at parties, and I was actually pretty good at it. But we're not going to do that.
Yeah. I was going to say, let's hear a little taste.
Maybe my next appearance. Maybe next appearance.
Oh, that sounds like bullshit.
Motherfucker, I'm the one that keeps coming back. All right? When you
I woke up, I got an Uber.
Right?
I got in my Uber.
I got like 12 hours notice. I'm here.
That's true.
Boom.
Facts.
Yeah, that's true.
And you know what? It was almost better having the short notice because normally when you guys, when I know like a week
or 2,
start
getting nervous.
I'm like, oh, what are we going to talk about? Like, I barely had time to think about it. But it's like every time. I think about like, oh, what am I going to say? But then once we go on, I haven't thought 1 minute this whole however long we've been on about what to say. It's just like when we're hanging out normally. We're just flowing. Like,
and that's why I keep trying to tell people, but everybody feels like they have to do whatever.
No.
They feel like they're on Larry King. And
just
shit, even Larry King, you just
and rest in peace to Larry King, by the way.
Yeah, that's sad.
I mean, he was fucking like
he was old. I know, but I know we've talked about this, but still, just
Larry King. Yeah,
I wish I could make it to his age. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to make it to that age, to be honest, because he looked like he was struggling.
All hunched.
Yeah, saka souffle,
saka
fish oils.
Okay.
All right. All right. Well, I think we're good. I think that you guys think
I think this was the best one I've been on. Man.
Well, I mean, one, you're with me.
Oh,
2,
right. Well, 2, I'm with Jared. So.
Yeah, and 2, you're with Jared. So
there
I was getting there.
And 3, I'm here.
Yeah.
So.
And we love you, Greg.
And Greg,
we love you, Greg.
Shout out.
No,
we hope you get over whatever you're going through at this moment.
The wine glass is still here from last week.
We hope you
That's
finish.
for RJ to whine about Tom Brady winning another Super Bowl.
We hope you get
Bro, Greg was drinking out of this thing? God damn. Look at this. I mean, the camera doesn't do it justice, but holy fuck.
It was clean when he brought it.
It was clean when he brought it, yeah.
Hey, that's just hands. That's his fingerprints.
No, I'm just saying, like, the size of this wine. I mean, he was filling it up to, like, here.
I know.
Greg's a
He
baller
went
like
through
that.
2 bottles.
Like
I
a
know,
man.
but just, I guess because I was we were just so taken aback by the occurrence. It's a lot of wine.
Greg, we hope you get your taste back. I'm sorry that you got coronavirus.
What?
Well, we still love you, buddy.
Well, we still love you.
Yeah, we won't hold it against you.
Motherfuckers will be like, did he really get the coronavirus?
All right, I'm just gonna put my mask on.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
All right.
Masked up.
The mask's up, baby. All right, so with that being said, as always, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't talk about coronavirus.
It's not funny.
Yes. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very, very much for listening to episode 78 of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast. As always, it is IRJ, the pizza guy, along with Jared, the visual mad scientist, and our guest, Shawn, I guess the other pizza guy. The other pizza guy, who has been nice enough to come back to talk with us, in Greg's absence and just to be on and have a good time. So we will see you guys next week. We don't know what's in store. And yeah, it's, yeah.
Hopefully we have a good one for you next week.
Yeah, well, we should. We should have a good one for you every week.
Well,
You should, but
I'm just saying.
they all can't be me. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well,
What I have to see. I have to confirm because this person has to get off work on Saturdays to do this. So.
Okay. Well, when we do have somebody over,
but I'm speaking it out so he hears it.
We're talking to you, whoever you are.
Yeah, whoever you are.
We coming for you.
Oh yeah.
Nigga, I can say it.
We were talking about that last night with our good friend Motivated to Moving Solutions. Greatest promo of all time.
All right.
Thank you, everybody. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please tell your friends. Please, if you want to be on the show, click the bell. Click the bell. Let us know what's going on. If there's anything you want us to talk about, tell me where I should travel. Do I have beady eyes?
Oh, speaking of travel, by the way, when we were going over to our friend's house for the Royal Rumble, he started driving to Papa John's like he was going to work.
Automatic. He was on autopilot. No,
it's crazy?
But tell the story another time.
All right.
To be continued.
To be continued. All right. Thank you, guys. See you next week.
I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever.
Well, we're still on. I'm just joking. It's like one of those.
Audio skulls all day.
The Merit Scientist Lab. The Merit Scientist Lab. The Merit Scientist Lab. Merit Scientist Lab.
You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.
Exactly.
The Merit Scientist Lab. The Merit Scientist Lab. The Merit Scientist